Good afternoon. My name is Cindy Speaker. I'm delighted to be with you today. We have a special guest, Mrs. Sherry Archer, who is the Executive Director of the Ozanam Charitable Pharmacy in Mobile, Alabama. Sorry, I'm tongue-tied here. Sherry, thanks for being with us today. You there?
Yes, thank you, Cindy, for having me. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. So I'm excited about your work. I actually learned about your work through Gardberg and Kemmerly, and as you know, they are actually brand ambassadors for your organization. I know that they believe strongly in the work that you do.
Yes, they are wonderful partners of ours, and they have just literally taken our organization and helped us to stay alive, all these years. So we are blessed to have them on our side.
That's great. Well, we're going to talk a little bit about your work today, let people understand what you do and how they may potentially be eligible to receive some of the benefits. So let's start off by talking about why is there a need for a free pharmacy in your community?
Well, when the Affordable Health Care was made law, Alabama is one of the 19 states that decided not to expand Medicaid. So as a result, a whole new wave of people were created who didn't have access to Medicaid because they made too much and didn't have access to the affordable health care because they didn't make enough. So we have people who work 2 and 3 jobs who cannot afford to pay the premiums for health insurance. As a result, they can pull together enough money to pay the sliding scale fee to go to the doctor. However, they can't afford their treatment. So, going to the doctor and getting, a bad diagnosis like diabetes, it's heartbreaking, when you go home and what do you do after that? You have to take insulin. So we're able to provide that insulin and keep that person out of the emergency room for primary health care.
Wow. Yeah. Sherry, how did the Ozanam charity get started, the pharmacy? What's the history on that? Because it's a wonderful organization.
Yes, a group of good people got together almost 20 years ago. Next year is our 20th anniversary. They got together because seniors at the time, 20 years ago, didn't have access to Part D. So as a result, they created Ozanam to help get seniors medication. Because they had the Part A and the Part B, they could go to the doctor or go to the hospital, but they had to pay for their medication. We still take care of seniors, by the way, who've fallen into the donut hole, but we expanded our services after Part D was created to take care of individuals 19 and up. And that's what we do. We take care of individuals. We take care of adults who are underinsured or uninsured.
Okay. So that's a little bit about who you serve. So 19 and up, so it's for adults. And how many patients do you serve?
We have about 1,600 patients who reside in Mobile, Baldwin, and Escambia County. And each year we provide over $1.7 million worth of medication to those patients. That's the retail cost of the medication. Those patients would actually, if they had to go to a Walmart or a Walgreens, that's the amount they would have to pay. Anywhere from $4 to $400 for their medication.
That is amazing.
Yes,
and so how is your organization funded?
Well, we write a lot of grants, and then we also fundraise. We have a premier fundraiser every year. We rely on the community. We are a community homegrown organization here in Mobile. So it's been the community to support us, like our partners, Gardberg and Kimberly. They have supported us so that we can keep our doors open. Primarily, it's the community. We have small grants from HUD, and then we have foundations who support us. We raise money through our primary fundraiser, which is what we normally call Lucky Ducky Gala, and this year it's going to be at Mobile, in Infinity of Mobile, and it's going to be an exciting event. But we rely on that money because I don't know if you've seen in the news lately, medication costs are all across the board, with the EpiPen. Meds one week may be $35. The next week it may be $335.
Yeah.
So that's what we chase every year, and that's why we need to raise money because we have 1,600 patients to take care of. And in order to do that, with the cost of medications fluctuating, we need to raise funding. And because our support comes from the community, that's where we primarily get our funding.
Okay. Well, that's great. That's great. Now, how would someone qualify to get these to get the medications?
We look at the entire household income, no matter what the relationship of the person. For example, a three-person household income making $25,000 a year who's uninsured would qualify for our services. A person, an individual making under $11,000 a year would qualify for Ozanam services. And you know, it's heartbreaking when you do see who qualifies for our services. And these are sometimes people working two
Yeah.
jobs and still not making $11,000 a year. You know, these are people who have left the workforce so they could take care of an elderly parent. These are people who have applied for disability, you know, because they're, you know, they can no longer work. So we take care of people with a variety of circumstances. And there's no limit on the amount of medications we can provide for the patient. We don't provide control medication or birth control because some of our funding comes from Catholic Social Services. And we
Okay.
are a United Way organization.
Uh-huh.
But we provide, you know, we have patients who are on anywhere from 10 to 15 prescriptions, you know,
Wow.
and
Wow.
so, you know, that's
Yeah.
challenging when you have to
Sure.
pay for that many prescriptions.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
we're here so that our patients won't have to make the cruel choice between buying groceries and paying for their medication. And most
Wow.
of our patients, unfortunately, use the emergency room as their primary health care. And
Yeah.
that's very expensive, very
Yeah.
expensive. But if
Yeah.
we could keep them connected to their medication and out of the emergency room, then, you know, that's a better quality of life for that patient,
Yeah.
at least financially.
Absolutely. Sherry, I hear the passion in your voice, and you
Mhm.
obviously love what you do.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
I can tell that. Well, tell us a little bit about your upcoming event. I believe it's May 6th.
Yes, yes, it's going to be at a fabulous new uh, facility that Infinity of Mobile has built. And I tell you, I was by there not too long ago. I saw this beautiful chocolate covered SUV that I would love to buy. You know, when our event is there, I'm going to have to, you know, just pull back from not buying every vehicle on site. It had chocolate leather too, but this new facility that they have is just fabulous, and we're excited to have this event there and for the Bullets to really let us use the facility to raise money for Ozanam. You know, it's a first for us, and I think it's a first for them, and it gives Mobile the opportunity to see this outstanding facility.
Oh, that's
It's
wonderful.
going to be food, fabulous food, a wonderful band. You know, the folks who attend our event, they love to cut a rug. So anybody who plans to come, they're gonna have to bring it. They're gonna have to bring it. We have people who come to our event in their 70s, and they can outdance those in their 20s, and I can prove it.
That's great. Hey, you know what would be fun? It would be great if we could live stream just for a little bit from your event on May 6th. I wonder if we could work that out.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
Wouldn't that
That
be
would be
great?
wonderful. That would be wonderful.
Well, maybe we can
We,
work that out. And tell me a little bit about how they can get tickets and how much the tickets are.
Okay, right now the tickets are on Eventbrite and they're online on our Facebook page. So you can
Okay.
just go by our Facebook page. Tickets are $25 each, and for a couple it's $50. And so you know, they're welcome to visit our Facebook page. We have an awesome Facebook page, and
Awesome.
and uh, and soon when we release our new website, we'll also have that information there as well.
Terrific. Tell me a little bit more about your needs and how the community can further support you.
Okay.
Volunteers,
As
maybe, or
as always, first and foremost, it takes, we have a small budget, it, a small staff. We're a largely volunteer organization. It's only five of us on staff. Everybody else, we have all volunteer pharmacy technicians, we have volunteer pharmacists. So basically, for 365,000 a year, which is our budget,
okay.
we run Ozanam. So we always need financial support.
Yeah.
Beyond that, we need retired pharmacists or pharmacists who are active to volunteer to spend their time if they volunteer a couple hours a week, because we dispensed over 26,000 prescriptions last year, and our operating hours are just from 9 to 2:30 Monday through Thursday.
Okay.
So basically that's a compressed period of time that we have to do a lot of work. We also need some social workers to come in and help us with our paperwork. It's extensive paperwork to get patients qualified for Ozanam. So we need a little help with that. We need help with our fundraiser. We need organizations, corporations to, do a fundraiser on our behalf, like a golf tournament or a tennis tournament. We really need help with that. For them, because we have a small staff, we don't have a large staff to do big fundraisers all the time, but that would help us to keep our doors open. We need somebody, with small donations, a case of paper once a month would help Ozanam out. That would really help us out.
This is an organization with a heart. I mean, there's just a heart here. This is quite a story. It really is. I really want to commend you for your work, because this is a phenomenal outreach to the community. And I hope that people will see this and want to get involved. Is there a phone number they can call? They can find you on the Facebook page. Is there also a phone number they could call?
Yes, area code 251-432-4111. It's easy to remember. They could call us by that number, reach us on Facebook. We always reach out to those who reach out to us on Facebook. They can email info@ozanampharmacy.org, and that email comes directly to me. So, I always answer my emails. It's important to have an entity in a community like this, because, no one should, there are families who get together and pull their resources together so they can buy another family member medication. We're blessed enough in Mobile, Baldwin, and Escambia County to not have to do that, because this medication is provided at no cost. And the way we do that is because the community supports us. And we just need that continued community support. It was my hope eight years ago that Ozanam would not be needed, but unfortunately, we're needed even more today than we were 8 years ago. So, we don't have universal health care. I don't foresee universal health care in the future. And as long as there are people who are needing medication, we're going to be around.
Well, Sherry, it's great talking to you today. I appreciate your time.
Thank you so much to let me bend your ear about my favorite subject.
Oh, I loved it. I'll tell you what, if I wasn't so far away, I'd love to attend that party. That fundraiser sounds like a lot of fun.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And if you're in this direction, come, and dance.
I will.
Dance.
Okay. Well, we'll talk to you again soon, because this needs a follow-up. I like this.
Thank you, Cindy. Thank you.
Okay. So to those of you watching today, we thank you so much for your time. I encourage you to support the work of Ozanam Charity. What a pharmacy, the Charitable Pharmacy, and support their work, attend their fundraiser. And hopefully on May 6th, we'll do a little live streaming from this page. The Gardberg and Kemmerly will live stream, and we'll show you a little bit about that party that Sherry's talking about. So thanks again, and everybody enjoy the rest of your day.